Just a few minutes from the Civic Center, you'll want to visit the world-famous Elitch Gardens, founded in 1882 by John and Mary Elitch, who came to Denver searching for a site for their dream home. Eventually, their 16-acre plot was transformed into an amusement center, as we'll see in a moment. But the magnificently landscaped gardens continue to be the main attraction of what is now 36 acres of flowers and fun under the sun.
Hey, wow, two of us on the screen, man.
Yeah, let's go.
This feels weird.
It does. Look at how roomy this is. So airy.
This feels weird.
It feels we can do whatever we want.
What's going on, guys? Welcome into the DNBA show. We are presented by Manscaped, of course.
Your balls will thank you.
You get 20% off your Manscaped purchase with the code DNVR20. Hit up the Perfect Package 3.0. Great purchase this time of year.
Any time of year, really.
I'm Harrison Wind, of course. To my left, to my right. It's only two of us on the screen right now. It's Eric Weedham. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Like, listen, you think we can do this? Can we make it happen?
Adam abandoned us. He's still who knows where in South Dakota. I mean, he might have been swallowed up by the Black Hills by now.
I know. Well, he said he was going to that reptile zoo thing that they have up there in the drive-thru zoo, and after watching Tiger King,
yeah,
like I don't know what kind of what he could be involved in at this point.
Yeah, he might come back as a completely new person. I don't know. Brendan's like going to look at a dog today. I don't want to blow his cover, but I think he's like doing something way cooler than this show right now.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, it's just us. We threw the link to come on in the Discord, in our Nuggets Discord. If anybody wants to drop by, come on the show, ask us questions. We got some fun stuff that we're gonna get to today. A lot of bubble talk, and I mean a lot of bubble talk. I had to tell you this when we were coming on, but there's a entire Twitter account just dedicated to aggregating what the players are posting, videos and pictures in the bubble. And it is an absolute must follow. An absolute must follow.
Yeah, you said that earlier, and I went and I followed, and I have to say, like, the early returns are exactly as you described them. It's already my favorite Twitter account.
Yeah. Oh, shit, we already got somebody that wants to come on. We got the homie Darwin.
Let's
What's
go.
going on, man?
What's up, Darwin?
Not much. I was in Montana last week. It's pretty nice.
Oh, that sounds good.
It's back in the clouds.
Back in Seattle.
Another day in the life.
You got any,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, you got any plans this weekend? Are you just hanging?
Just hanging. Might take care of a friend's dogs. I think they're going down to Oregon.
Wow.
But that's also up in the air, so who knows?
Some pretty hot talk going on.
Wait, I have to ask, who are the Seattle Boom?
That's the flag football team I play for.
That's
free
tight.
plug for the Seattle Boom. Get your merch. Get your merch.
The Boom seems like a way better team nickname than the Washington Warriors, which is what seems like the Redskins are going to change their name to. I just have to say that.
I like the Warriors. I like the Warriors. I mean, it's worked for the NBA, right? The Golden State Warriors seems to have taken it a run. Right? That's true. I guess that's fair. We have to take the whole history into account here.
Yeah.
I'm not doing anything this weekend. I'm just hanging here. I'm going to Havasu in a week from Sunday. So it's been 90 degrees here for like the last 2 weeks. I'm gonna step it up even more.
Oh,
it's gonna be like 110 degrees every day. Yeah. last bit of relaxation before the season really gets going here. So we'll see.
I know it, dude. We're like literally getting to like full court press time, like where we can start to. I mean, obviously, right now we're in the most amazing part of this bubble, which we can just talk about like the insanity and the absurdity of what it is that everybody's going through.
Yeah.
But we're like pretty soon we can actually like turn the page and actually start talking about actual basketball. Like I don't even like real basketball.
Yeah.
Where we're not just like talking about what we think, but we can talk about like what happened.
Yeah, D-Line's internet is it's in casual Friday mode, just like we are. It's in a very much casual Friday mode. Darwin, where is your excitement level?
You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna.
Where's your excitement level now? Because we're like 2.5 weeks out from scrimmages starting, or maybe even less than that. Like 3 weeks out from games. I mean, we're right there.
Yeah, it's finally. It was at like a 1 for up until I think the beginning of this week, and now it's at like a 10, just instantly.
Yeah, it was always like low for me because I'm just a natural pessimist, and so I never want to count anything before it actually happens. And so just like the absurdity of going to Florida and getting everybody in a bubble was always so far-fetched to me like a month and a half ago. Now that all teams are there, all 22 teams are there, I mean, unless the NBA is hiding something from us and going like super big brother, which is, I guess, possible, it seems like things are going relatively smoothly, like outside the food and stuff. So I feel okay about where we're at.
It's that part of it's been a roller coaster for me. Like they announced it, I'm like, oh yeah, it totally makes sense. This is gonna work. And then like the last, just as more and more news comes out, as Jokic catches the Rona, it's just been like, well, this is clearly just not gonna work. But I don't know. Yeah, they're all there. Like,
dude, it's gonna work. I'm telling you, it's gonna work. Like they are gonna make this work. It's going to work, and I cannot wait. I can't wait. Yeah. I just don't know what it's going to look like. That's my thing. Is like I just I feel it's going to look so weird. It's going to feel like so much like Summer League, but But the thing is like we get the play. It's just like all about the continuing narrative with the players, right? Like seeing, if Jokic can pick it back up, if he can like turn back into playoff Jokic, if he feels that burn, or if like people.
Oh, he's for sure. That's a guarantee. You don't even need to ask. He's got that switch, man. He just flips that switch.
I know. Does he need people to flip that switch around? Like, is this a tree falling in the forest situation? No. Okay, cool.
Jamal does. Yeah. I'm worried about Jamal.
I feel like Nicole is just such a gamer that like he just recognizes it automatically. His body just shifts into I gotta kill you, right? I gotta kill mode, right? I'm in kill mode, I feel like that happens naturally for him, but we'll see. A little bit later in the show, I'm gonna rank my top 10 players at Disney World right now, and Eric's gonna just absolutely pick it apart. So I'm excited for that. I did say though when we got on that there was a new Twitter account that popped up that is just totally aggregating every single picture, every single video inside the NBA bubble, and that's what we're gonna go to right now.
Let's go into the bubble.
Yeah, we've got a little list together that took the best of that, and I mean, I just gotta say right off the top, like this is gonna be a golden age for content, I think.
the bubble corner,
as evidenced by that graphic.
Well, you're like first in, right? Like you got that Troy Daniels share on Twitter, and
you can blame me for starting this. Actually, this entire the food discussion, the food discourse,
the bubble food corner. Do we have any entries in the bubble food corner today?
We had that breakfast one. I saw that tweeted out that picture of the breakfast that they got today. And it was like comparable to the dinner that was dropped off at Troy Daniels' door, at least before the chicken and the fish and the main courses came. But there was a breakfast there. Yeah,
I believe it was Sabonis's breakfast. It looked I have to say, like the presentation was a little lacking. Here we are.
There we go.
Let's take a look. So we've got 2 sausage links. We've got some oddly colored flapjacks. Are those underprepared or are they corn based? That's the real question.
If they were corn based, I feel very sorry for the players.
Well, and then we've got a pretty healthy or unhealthy portion of bacon, depending upon how you look at it.
The bacon looks okay.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
But Go ahead, Darwin. What were you saying?
What's the breakfast burrito situation there?
See,
Does
that's
that
where
look good?
that's where
or?
it falls apart a little bit. Are those carrots falling out of the breakfast burrito? What's going on?
Yeah.
It looks like.
I have never seen carrots in a breakfast burrito, and there's absolutely 0% chance that carrots in a breakfast burrito could be good. There's no way that can be good.
But maybe is this like a breakfast wrap? Yeah, I mean, are we just like into a different territory? Are we just running into problems with labeling things? I mean,
What if they're like sweet potatoes?
Kale, bring that back up, please.
Hash browns in a breakfast burrito is good. But even sweet potatoes, like that's just like a barely.
We gotta dive in deep here. We can't. We glossed over that too quickly.
We've got another homie in the chat who's gonna pop on here. Nemanja. Wow! What an appearance! What an appearance here. This is shaping up to be a historic casual Friday.
Yeah. Here I am.
Give your first reaction to this breakfast, this day 2 good morning breakfast spread for Sabonis here. How are you feeling a bit?
Well, I feel it. I will not eat it. For sure.
You wouldn't even eat it.
No. Wow. What is that? I actually don't know. I can see it really well, but I don't know what is that.
Okay, well let's go. We'll go top to bottom.
You wouldn't even eat the bacon?
We've got bacon. We got 2 sausage
bacon
links.
is okay.
Okay, all right. We've got 2 sausage links, a healthy portion of bacon, as we said, a small stack of flapjacks or pancakes.
Come on.
And then
I don't think I'd eat those. Those do not look appetizing.
Those look just like fiesta potatoes. Can we see?
Oh yeah.
Are we able to get it on the menu so we can get some? I mean, there's a lot of questions out here. We need the hardcore answers.
Yeah.
So Nemanja
I think I will not eat everything for sure. Maybe few things.
Wow. All right. Well, you heard it here first. This is it's not up to the standards of Nemanja, and furthermore, the NBA players shouldn't be treated this way.
Well, our Serbian food is one slice of bread and 2 slices of meat. A lot of meat.
So that's what you're accustomed to eating, but that spread that you just presented to you,
that's a Serbian sandwich. That's a Serbian sandwich. 1 slices of bread and 2 slices of meat.
That sounds amazing. I'd go for a Serbian sandwich right now.
You will like it for sure.
I'd go for some frick right now.
So what do we got here?
Let's see what else we got here. This
Pat
is
Bev.
Pat Beverly. Oh, he's gone.
Some hot bubble talk.
It's a casual Friday. It's okay.
So casual. It's as casual as it gets. Okay.
Man, Bubba, what you making, man?
Oh.
Yeah, man. I got a little setup here.
Set up on the floor.
Got the sage going over here. Got a nice little view here. Yeah.
Sage, okay. That's
such
something
a
I haven't
grand-
seen before.
That's such a Grandestino view.
Okay.
See?
Okay, pause.
Yeah, hold up.
What is that?
Pat Beverly has enough white tees to last more than the 3 months, maybe 3
wow.
years.
All new and packaged too. I like
Well,
that.
they plan for sure to play in the finals, so that's 3 months.
It's true. And who wants to wear white tee 2 consecutive days or even twice?
Yeah,
period?
so those are my 2 theories here. He either has 1 white tee for every day,
Bubba, what you
or he's planning on selling them to other players inside the bubble. That's my other
Well,
theory.
profiteering. I'm
Yeah.
here for this.
a bubble economy. I love it.
That's called war profiteering.
He's more profiteering. Exactly. Who's this? What do you got? Oh, this is
One more sneak peek.
This is Terrence
So
Ross.
this is Terrence Ross giving a tour of the Players Lounge in the Yacht Club. Got the ping pong tables there.
Yeah,
got
that's
a
Yacht
couple
Club
of
quality.
couches. Looks pretty cool. I mean, it looks
You know
pretty
the
cool.
thing I didn't like?
What?
Who put the picture of his room? I think somebody from Clippers, Lou Williams.
Oh, we'll get there.
Sweet
We'll get
Lou.
there. Rajon
Okay.
Rondo. Rajon Rondo.
Yeah, come on.
Uh-oh.
If I could go back to Pat Beverly's video tour, Is he planning on playing video games sitting on the floor? I don't understand that play. I don't get that.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, I think as a wise man once said, the bubble is what you make it. So
yeah, that could be a t-shirt.
Also, that was a laptop, right? That wasn't even an Xbox.
Yeah,
There's the picture. Yes.
Here's the very divisive Rajon Rondo.
Okay, I think this picture was fake.
You do.
This was taken at 1:40 p.m. and the Lakers did not get in until last night.
Wait a minute. Hold on here. So you're saying that Rajon Rondo found an image that was not even his, or came from a different hotel and passed it off as the Grand
And it's
Destino?
from his account.
All I'm saying, this doesn't add up. 1:40 p.m. The Lakers were the last team to arrive. I'm pretty sure last night, or the second to last team to arrive.
I think they had a scheduled 12 p.m. flight.
I don't know. Harrison bringing up some pretty interesting points. We got to get that.
Has anybody reverse image searched that?
Yeah, we got to find out. Well, my favorite part, or I guess my least favorite part, is how he hit a middle finger in the wall.
Yeah.
Okay, here is Joel Embiid entering
This is great.
In hazmat suit.
going on a flight in a hazmat suit.
Love
Question for you guys. Is this a real hazmat suit, or was this a Halloween costume that he found?
Definitely a hazmat suit. Bigger question: how do you find a hazmat suit that big?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking.
I saw who knows?
I'm 6'6", and I think I don't have my size.
You know, you're not showing up to the bubble in a hazmat suit, Nemanja?
Yeah, I don't think they sell hazmat suits at the big and tall.
Although if you look,
stores.
it looks like it's coming in a little snug in the back. So maybe.
Yeah, the head covering. I don't think that's.
The sleeves are short too.
I actually love
Maybe I know how he did it. Maybe he saw from 3-4 different hazmat suits. He made one.
Oh, you think that he took it upon himself to create his own hazmat suit? I think there may be something there. Like Harrison is
taking
uncovered.
pictures with babies.
I want to hate Joel Embiid so bad, but I literally and physically cannot do it. He's like so incredible.
Yeah,
But Rudy Gobert is a different story.
Oh yeah, get out of here, Rudy Gobert. Oh yeah, we were laughing about this.
How about Nurkic?
Anyone who's personally wronged me is out of my club forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we were laughing about this. The Brooklyn. So this is what the Brooklyn Nets were hoping to trot out at the beginning of the year. Kyrie Irving, Spencer Dinwiddie, Karis LeVert, Kevin Durant, and DeAndre Jordan. And let's take a look at their actual starting lineup in the bubble.
Well,
Don't forget Kenny Atkinson.
Yeah.
They
Paul
changed the
Crawford,
coach as
Karis
well.
LeVert, Joe Harris, Michael Beasley, Jared Allen.
Wow.
I feel bad for Sean Marks. Kevin Durant just has Sean Marks like in a chokehold right now. They signed Michael Beasley because he's Kevin Durant's guy. Michael Beasley cannot even play in the first 5 games of this thing. He's got to serve a suspension.
Is that right?
Did you not see that?
No.
Yeah,
What is it for? What, for substance?
I believe so.
Oh wow.
Wait,
So-
what?
Come on.
Play in 5 of the 8 games they're gonna play?
Yeah, you can fact check me on this, Kale, but I'm pretty sure I read that he has to serve a 5-game suspension that's kind of just been hanging over him just until he signs with an actual
Yeah, but
team.
they are already in the playoffs, right?
Where are they? Where are they? Are they 7?
No, they're 8th, right?
They're 7 right now. They're 7. The
Man.
Magic are 8th.
They're already in, I think.
Oh man! But then what happens when the playoffs start? I guess we have the majesty of Michael
That
Beasley.
fact check came back as true. He does indeed have to serve a 5-game suspension before
Right.
he plays.
So he's going to be able to play in the last 3 games, which are going to be probably meaningless to the Nets. I mean, if we're being
and
honest.
4 games, and that's it. Because they're
Sure.
going to be swept for sure.
Yeah.
Well, they only have a 6-game lead on the Wizards. So if they dropped all 8, they could.
Imagine they win the title. That's going to be
The
like
NBA just ends. They just pull the plug on the NBA.
Just call it at that point.
All right, let's watch this one, and then let's take a break. This is the Mavs going David Guetta on the Yacht Club pond.
No, this is not Yacht Club. I looked into this. This is Grand Floridian.
Wait, the Magic are at the
Eric
Grand
and
Floridian?
Eric and I
Those
looked
are the
into
Mavs.
this.
Oh, the Mavs, yeah.
It was at the Grand Floridian because I also thought it was at the Yacht Club. And I wanted to roast them for being at the Yacht Club so they had to start their own party. But unfortunately, they're Grand Floridian.
Yeah,
so
that's
they
a-
can't
that-
be
That looked like a Yacht Club balcony. That's all.
but
Yeah.
I got to tell you,
I agree,
having spent
I
some
agree.
time doing some hotel-based graphics for this show, the Grand Floridian has red roofing, whereas
Okay.
the Yacht Club is brown, and the Grand Destino, obviously, it just you can tell it right when you see it.
Okay, gotcha. All right, well, Darwin, Nemanja, you guys can hang out if you want. I'm going to go into a quick little break here. Let's talk about Breck Brew. If you guys are looking up...
Look at this guest. New
up,
guest.
fellas?
Oh, votes here.
I forgot I forgot we do this show every day.
Yeah.
So I just figured I'd hop in late. How are we?
Votes here
Brandon.
just in time to for a read.
Yo, Nemanya's
Wait,
here, vote.
I gotta say hey to Nemanja first really quick. What's up, brother? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I know, dude.
Yeah, nice team.
Our
Let me
people.
see your T-shirt.
Oh, nothing today, I know. Sorry, guys.
Okay,
Disappointment. I'm sorry.
Okay. Next time.
Full national media guide.
I know. I'm a sellout now.
Oh man! All right. Well, if you
We
guys
love
are
you for
looking
that.
to, if you guys are looking to pick up some beer this weekend, pick up the 15 can sampler from Breck Brew. Some are calling it the Jokic pack, but
Many.
get a little bit of everything in that 15 can sampler. Also, check out the Mile High City Copper Lager from Breck Brew. You can get it at Davidson's. They have pickup and delivery as well, so you don't even have to leave your home to get some Breck Brew this weekend. Breck Brew would probably be great for the fight. More to come on that in read number 2. Also, we've got a WGT tournament coming up this weekend.
That's right.
Remind me of the name, Eric, again.
What are you talking about? It's called the Pebble Toss.
The Pebble
Pebble
Toss. The
Closest
Pebble
to the
Toss.
pin.
Closest to the pin challenge on my favorite course, Pebble Beach. Should be a lot of fun. Closest to the pin is so quick, you can kind of run through it, so you don't need to
Yeah, I
dedicate
might hop on for that.
18 holes.
Yeah, man,
Sound
come
good,
through.
man. Play.
Get in.
Yeah. So if you guys want to get in on that, download WGT from DNVRGolf.com and search for the DNVR 2 Country Club, DNVR, then the number 2. Just search for that. That way you will automatically be entered into the tournament this weekend as well as every other tournament coming up. So should be a good time. I don't want to guarantee another top 10 because...
Yeah, I was going to say, Terrence, like, you were so bullish last time. You don't want to guarantee a top 10?
Well, close to the hole is just not my...
That's
it's
the
not
problem.
my forte.
Yeah, that's why we went. Well, we didn't specifically try to neutralize your power, but we wanted to make it more democratic in that closest to the pin, you just need to pull off 9 good shots.
Can I
Which
just
you-
make a shot out of the
That's
dark
tough, though.
DraftKings pick? My guy Fly by Cygnus, I like him to take the Pebble Toss.
Oh,
Putting
fly,
$5 fake down on that, so
Fly
take
by
it to the
Cygnus.
bank.
I think I might back Darwin here. He's got youthful exuberance. He's coming in.
I don't know.
Darwin
You know
strikes
what,
me as a guy
maybe,
who
'cause that's
hates
like-
golf.
He's cold. I was just
Nemanja-
getting in. I just got in like
don't
3
know the
rounds of
rules.
Montana last week.
All right, I stand happily correct.
Nemanja, are you going to get in on this? I want to see your name on that scoreboard.
Yeah, but I don't know even the rules.
You,
Of the goal.
you push you touch your phone and then you touch it a second
Look,
time.
no, look, I will do it. I will do it just
All right,
because
good.
of you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's go.
That's what we want to hear.
That's how we sign them up, one by one, brick by brick.
But I have to say you're lucky because I don't have ability to buy Jokic pack. You know, you're lucky because of that. If I be able to buy, I will buy 10 for sure.
Yeah, you would run Breck Brew out of actual beer, I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have any beer left if you had access to it.
Yeah, Nemanja, every time Miroslav comes on, he graces us with some sort of insider Serbian
Insider.
news. So, what do you got for us? You have to have some insider news.
I don't know where Jokic is, but I think he's
come
in
on.
Sombor.
You sound like the Nuggets.
I really don't know.
Unbelievable.
Boy, we appreciate the honesty.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, maybe do you want to say? I know where he is, but I am not liberty to say.
Oh,
all right. There you go. Now you're like a real reporter.
True
That's what's up. You gotta let on like you know something, and you do not.
All right, Kale, can we run through what we've got left here? Okay, so this is Rudy Gay, who somehow got a Peloton delivered to his room at the yacht club.
Yeah, the normal person looks at this and they're like, "Oh, okay, Rudy Gay is sitting at something next to his bed." Harrison immediately goes, "Wow, there it is, Peloton."
So you can easily identify the Peloton because of the screen. The Peloton has like a 24-inch screen, which is ridiculously big.
Are you flexing right now? I can't tell.
Yo,
This seems like it might be a
right before we went on air, we tried to get Harrison to recreate this photo, but he didn't have a mirror capable of.
I have not set my Peloton up just in front of a mirror as Rudy Gay did. We got anything else there, Kale? Do we have the video of the Grandestino Players Lounge?
We saw the yacht clubs.
Yeah, we saw a tour of the Yacht Club Players Lounge, but I think the Grandestino one
from
a little bit better.
Yeah, from Donovan Mitchell, right? Like we got the Terrence Ross bargain basement.
but I mean that's just what you get when you're a Grandestino caliber.
That's
I mean,
true.
Yeah. Here we go.
Full table.
I have to.
Yeah, that looks pretty sweet. That looks pretty awesome.
All right.
Hey man.
Okay.
These guys are living large.
Can't lie.
Yeah. So that's what you get when you get a top 4 seed. That's the kind of privilege you can live with.
This is true. This is like
Disney World.
This is how you start off every season. You just show these 2 videos and you're like, listen guys, every game counts. Every game matters. Do you want
the game room or not? You could be in the Motel 6 with Rondo. It's up to you.
I want.
This is JR.
I want. Yes, sir. Look at my homie.
He's still in the NBA.
Yeah, he is again. He's been readmitted to the NBA.
I'm joking.
Back with Bron.
Bro, look at the gang, bro.
What are those?
We out here.
Back with LeBron.
So this is how the meals get delivered when players are in quarantine for the 48 hours. They just get the meals dropped off at their rooms at 8 a.m., 12 p.m., and 6 p.m. So this is that.
And that's when they say hey to each other.
Yeah.
Look at the burst of hearts. The audience is loving it. Watch it. It's incredible.
I'm so glad J.R. Smith is there. That's an important, if
Yes.
you're going to set up
Especially
a bubble
with
environment.
LeBron in the team.
100%. What's the point of setting the rest of this up if you're not going to put JR there? It's perfect.
More JR content here.
Let's hope he's going to pull something like that against the Nuggets in the final Western
There you
Conference final, and we can advance to the finals.
Short ribs? Damn.
I wish I could react to anything as coolly as that. It's just not as cool when I get excited.
What would be? I got cheesecake though. I got that creme brulee.
This is the energy we need to see out of the bubble. They're embracing it.
I loved it. That warms my heart so deeply that J.R. Smith is so appreciative of his unbelievably posh hotel experience. Where
Did I hear creme brulee?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, guys,
it was
he's
an option.
happy because he's playing.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Exactly. He's
But
back,
maybe
baby.
maybe our guy Harrison Wind was just engaged in some food fear porn mongering. Maybe this is all on him.
Yeah, Harrison. What have you done?
I
You ruined the
feel
NBA.
like I do have to take some blame for this.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say if people are gonna throw Keith Smith under the bus, I'm throwing you under the bus. That's all I'm saying.
Harrison
All
is always your fault.
It's true.
That's
It's
a good
true.
rule of thumb.
Nothing's
Yeah.
changed.
Kale, do we have any more here, or is that it? We're done. All right. Darwin, Nemanja, thanks for coming on, guys. Appreciate
See
talking
y'all.
with you.
It's
We love you. You're our people.
See you next time.
Next
Yeah.
time, brother.
I promise I will not wait like I waited for
Don't make
3
us
months.
wait, man.
And
Don't make us wait.
Nemanja, next time you come on, we want some insider Serbian information.
So just make it up, even if you don't have anything. Just
We have
make
no
up a
way to
story.
fact
No, I don't
check
need to
anything.
make it up. I have a lot.
You just can't tell us.
Fridays. I'm saving for the show.
You're right.
Okay.
That's a Monday show. We'll hit you up another time, man.
Okay,
All right.
we will see.
Talk to you guys later.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
See ya.
Incredible.
Wow.
Incredible. I love it.
Good to finally see Nemanja, though.
Been
Good
waiting
to put
a long time for
face
that
to her
day.
name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
Darwin
Darwin
is
man.
a DNVR famer. You know what I mean? That's old news. But
Absolutely.
to see Nemanja on here is what a treat.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Well, just before the show, I put together a top 10 list for the Disney World bubble. My top 10 players at Disney World, who I think will be, the 10 best players at Disney World. So I'm going to read off my list, then I want you guys to critique it. Sound
Okay.
good?
Go.
Let's do it.
Sound good.
Let's do it. Let's critique win.
Okay, coming in at number 10, my 10th best player at the Disney World bubble. This was tough. I do got to say, we'll get to honorable mentions, I think, after this, but I put Joel Embiid at number 10.
Number 10.
It's hard to react until I know what the
Yeah,
rest
I
of the
know.
list is like.
we
But I
need
do
to-
think Embiid should be in the top 10. So
I put Joel Embiid at 10, although I'm a little nervous about Embiid. Like, he had some comments before he got to the bubble that was like, yeah, I really don't know about it. I'm like kind of nervous about it, which I don't fault him for, but
Sure.
Not a ton of players have spoken up about that. And then he comes in the hazmat suit, which I'm pretty sure is a troll job, but
right.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous about Embiid in this environment.
I think if the media is going to sort of call it fair game to speculate on how some guys will report in terms of what shape they're on, then you have to lump Embiid into that problem group or question mark group. It would be a more fair way to say it. Mostly due to injuries, but at times in his career, he has seemed like a guy who has gassed certain nights in the fourth quarter, or just nursing an injury. So after all that time off, you hope he's healthy, but is he in shape? I think if we're asking those questions of the Hardens and the Jokic's of the world, then it's only fair to ask it of Embiid.
Yeah. Number 9 on my list. Curious to see what you guys think about this one. I put Jason Tatum, and my pivot to being a Jason Tatum stan is honestly something I never saw coming. Like, personally, Jason Tatum is totally not the player I like, or like totally not the player
Sure.
I get behind, but I'm just like such a believer. Like, I'm just such a believer in what he did over the second half of this season that I think this could be setting up for like a Jason Tatum coming of age in the bubble. I don't know.
There are a lot of young players where you have to go, I wonder what they'll look like in a high leverage situation. I don't wonder so much about Tatum. Do you wonder if he makes the leap to top 10, top 5 guy in the world, if he leads a team to a championship? Those are high marks. Those are high bars to clear.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta wonder about that. My God.
Sure, right, that's fair, right? but can he perform? Can he play at a high level when it matters most? We've seen it. This dude's a stud. He's a stud.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely a believer in Jason Tatum. I think I put him in my top 5 for 5 years from now.
Yeah, I did as well.
Good pick.
But
yeah.
is he? But the question is like, has he made that leap now? But I do think that we're going to see a lot of growth from players that were sort of peaking and like we're going to see like end of season to beginning of new season growth, like you see with a lot of players that actually make a leap. Like he's definitely in the a candidate for that to happen.
Sure.
So yeah.
I like this comment because, again, Tatum's the other end of that spectrum. All the promise, all the talent, we've seen the peaks, but we've also seen him contribute to winning basketball in a winning organization.
Also, I got to admit I did not watch like the Celtics religiously this year, but apparently Tatum's defense has grown leaps and bounds. Like, people talk about him as a really good off-ball defender, which is not a thing I thought we'd hear about him this year.
This is true. I've gone from dunking on the Raptors to embracing a Celtic. Travesty.
You're going to be campaigning for Giannis to go to like the Warriors after
That's
this
right.
playoffs, I'm sure.
Holler at me, Bill Simmons. I am. There's some Native American blood in me if you go back far enough.
Oh, okay.
I know they're trying to diversify. So.
Number 8, I've got Paul George, and I have this theory that Paul George was probably not at 100% for most of this year.
Yeah.
But I've got to think, though, after 3+ months off, he's going to be as close to 100% or like as healthy as we've ever seen him. And when he is 100% healthy, he's like a top 5 MVP guy, or at least he was last year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm high on Paul George right now.
That's a good take. There's a lot of guys. He's definitely right at the top of the list of guys who benefited from this break. You're definitely right about the health. I think that's a more than reasonable assumption. So a healthy Paul George, I think people forget how close at times that Indiana Pacers team was.
Oh yeah,
to upending everything LeBron James became. And he was sorry, I'll let you go. He was the first guy LeBron was calling young king, and there's been the injury, and he's in a different role now as the second guy. But I mean, this is a dude who, like, are you looking for a dog? I mean, he can play well in a playoff fight. Definitely.
We're at a point in his career though where you have to wonder if, like, now he's that guy that is susceptible to injury at all times. Like, does he have the raw skill, the talent? Like, absolutely. That's not even a question. But yeah, I think that he's been less than ever since he shattered his leg, obviously, and then that obviously bumped his natural progression. Like, I think it may rob him of getting to the height that he may have been previously on.
And to this comment's point, to Bronco Scotch's point, I may be clinging on to a version of Paul George that's long gone. So.
Yeah, I see our guy Noah Tucker here in the waiting room. Noah, turn your cam on and come on.
Bring it in.
Yeah. Let's see, number 7. Number 7, I've got Anthony Davis. This was a tough one to slot.
Low, man.
Does that feel low? Why is that low?
Anthony Davis?
Yeah.
He feels like top 5 to me.
Okay. Vote, what do you think?
You had him 7?
I had him 7, yeah.
You know, I like that because he's not the best player on his team. There's a lot of best players on their teams that are really good on some contender teams. And last time Davis it was not a team that was a contender. So does he plus LeBron equal title possibly favorites? Sure. But is Anthony Davis one of the top 5 guys in this tournament? No way. Not to me.
Yeah, I mean, the guys above him, I just have above him because they have the ability, or more of an ability in my mind, to just take over the game. And that is tougher to do as a big man. Jokic can do it. He's kind of the outlier of the big men group because he handles the ball so much. But it's just a little tougher to do that as a big.
I mean, if you're the other team, right, and it's crunch time in one of these games, wouldn't you rather it be the Anthony Davis show than LeBron all day? I mean, if he's taking tough jumpers, all right, you make those, you beat us. And until then, I do think everything you've said is right.
Yeah. I got to hear the rest.
Number 5, I've got Luka Doncic. And I feel like this Disney World bubble restart is shaping up for Doncic to go wild. I don't know if he's going to have enough help on his team to, like, win a round or make the conference finals. But I could just see him averaging, like, 35 points a game in the first round, though.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talked about this with Cade when we kind of touched on Dallas's status outside of that contender club.
Yeah.
This guy could go off and win any single series, right? Be the best player, I think, for 4 or 5 games. Across the postseason, though, that's probably a reach.
Yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's still, he's just like another guy. I just need to see it first. You know, I don't know. I mean, obviously he's been playing professionally overseas, so there's not as much guesswork when it comes to him. But I can't put him above Anthony Davis just yet.
It's funny because I was looking back at, like, a top 50 players in the league list from when this year started, and Luka's in, like, the late teens or the early 20s on a lot of them. And it's funny because not a lot of people saw, for good reason, because really nobody's made just, like, this rookie to sophomore year leap that he has. Not a lot of people saw that coming. Number 4, I've got Nikola Jokic. I've got him above Luka, Harden, Davis, for a couple different reasons. Like, his playoff performance last year obviously was just on another level, and I feel like he's got the ability to take over a game, just like Luka, just like Harden does, even though he's a big man, and, you know, we've seen him do that before. So I've got him at number 4. Is that too high or too low? What do you guys think?
I don't think it's too high. I'd need to hear what your other guys are. I thought last year he was definitively a top 5 performance guy in the playoffs.
Oh, in the
his
playoffs,
output.
no question.
I mean, there's healthy KD, Kawhi on another level, Giannis, but Jokic is in that group, man. He really is. And I don't think that'll change this postseason, and I think he's playing with a better group around him this year.
KD, Kawhi, you didn't even say LeBron.
Well, yeah, you're going to introduce LeBron this time. He's going to be a factor. But is Jokic a top 5 guy in the playoffs if he plays his A game? To me, there's little to no doubt in my mind.
I think so. Hey,
there he is.
Noah! Our guy Noah's here.
You're not driving, are you?
Yeah, we've gotten in trouble for that.
No, I'm
Don't pod and drive. So I've got Jokic number 4 on my top 10 players here at the restart. Too high, too low, just right. What do you think?
I think that's all right. I'd probably put him a little bit lower on the list, probably around 5 or 6. But I think that's just the realist. The homer in me wants to put him like number 3, just because I think he can have that kind of performance in the playoffs again. But
I think you should have Davis. Davis was the best player on his team. That team won a playoff series. Look, Davis is a great player on a team that's of course a threat to go further. But look, last year we've already seen Jokic do this. Last year, full stop through
absolutely.
14 games, he was as good as anyone except for those names we mentioned. So
I cannot wait to see him play.
I don't think it's a stretch. I mean, we might be homers. I'm curious to know who of the names Wind has already listed would you maybe slide in ahead of Jokic?
Can you remind me of the last couple? I was kind of just barely listening.
Sure. Anthony Davis is one.
So 10 to 4, which is Jokic. I got Embiid, Tatum, Paul George, Anthony Davis, James Harden, Luka Doncic, then Jokic.
Okay. I think out of those, maybe the only one is Davis because of the fact, and this is bubble aside, but this season we've seen Davis get the better of him. And
True.
It's just until he can have that breakout game against Anthony Davis, who, if I think it's Adam's theory is right, he lost all the weight for and has been kind of preparing for. Then until that happens, I don't know if I can put him above him, just because of the offensive and defensive ability of Davis. But I think Jokic is a more important player for sure.
Yeah, Jokic may struggle. That's what I mean. I mean, he may struggle with this one-on-one matchup. Let's be clear. This is a one-on-one matchup in a team versus team environment where the other team also has LeBron James. It's a completely different dynamic. Maybe Jokic doesn't win that one-on-one matchup every time or ever. But look, we're entering the bubble. I'm starting my team with a fantasy draft from a starter pack of all-stars. Give me Jokic over Davis. If I know nothing else about my team,
you're right. Jokic is more integral to the success of the Denver Nuggets, and he makes that team go much more than the Lakers do with Anthony Davis. I mean, he's just Anthony Davis is just embarrassment of riches for the Lakers. But he's not the thing that makes the team go. So you're right. You know what? Jokic is number 1. He's too low.
I think James Harden is. I think James Harden is the name that I would probably circle first.
Really?
I have a harder time putting Jokic ahead of him.
God, it's so crazy when you get into these top 5 discussions because you're just talking. I mean, obviously this is the best of the best, and they're just such different skill sets, such different players. They bring such different. It's what do you value more? Just volume scoring that could potentially make the rest of your team crater around you. That or do you prefer? The player that is dynamic in and of himself, but obviously is the cornerstone to a team. I say Jokic number 1, too low. That's my.
All right. Well, I will get to my top 3 after this, guys.
Oh, what a team! Wow, we're full radio now. After the break, we'll tell you who could possibly better than Jokic.
Guys, we have heard the rumors, but Fight Island is finally here. It's finally here. This weekend's UFC 251 is set to be the best yet.
Let's go.
With big names stepping into the octagon all throughout the night. This is an event you do not want to miss, and there's no better place to get in on the action than with DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app. This week only, DraftKings is offering all new users a special odds boost on this weekend's headline fight. Bet $20 to win $100 on either fighter. We've also got golf to bet on this weekend. We've got EPL. We've got European soccer. We got tons of stuff. And we've also got, obviously, the big main event on Fight Island. I will get to that in my DraftKings pick of the week in one moment. But make sure to download the top-rated DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code DNVR when you sign up. For a limited time, new users can get a no-brainer odds boost on the headline fight this Saturday. Bet $20 to win $100. No matter if you pick Usman or Masvidal, your odds will be boosted to $20 to win $100. So head to DraftKings Sportsbook now and sign up with the code DNVR. Must be 21 or older, Colorado only. Bonus is comprised of a first deposit bonus and a first bet match, each up to $500. Deposit bonus requires a 25 times playthrough. Restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for details. Gambling problem, call 1-800-522-4700. And that brings us to the DraftKings pick of the week.
Oh, baby.
This week, I was talking about it. I teased it. The headline fight, the main event fight, Usman against Masvidal. You can get the odds boost, which we were talking about the last time DraftKings did this. It seemed like free money, and it was. I think a similar situation is coming up this week, and in this fight, Usman is the favorite. Masvidal took this fight like 6 days ago, I read. So, I mean, I'm not like a UFC guy, but I'm going with Usman for my DraftKings pick of the week. What do you guys think?
I'm telling you, like, when they give these odds boosts out, particularly when we're talking about a pay-per-view event, like, they're saying, like, here is free money for you to buy this pay-per-view event. Like, absolutely, take that. Like, every time that I've taken one of these, like, no doubt free money, like, odds boosts, it pays out every single time. Take it. $20, win $100. You got your pay-per-view, and then you got a little bit extra. There's like another $30 there. You can sprinkle around in some other fighters.
Yeah, for sure. So if you want to get in on that, just like download the DraftKings Sportsbook app, and of course use our code DNVR, and get in on that fight as well. All right, we got Noah back here.
Our resident disagrees with Wynn's pick.
What?
Really?
You got to hop in here.
We'll get him on one day. I
want to know because I don't know that much about UFC. I just know like every time there's an odds boost, it just gives me money in my account.
Yeah. Noah, are you a UFC guy? Can you help steer us in the right direction here? No.
We
can't hear you. I think you're muted. All right. Top 3 players
hit us
at Disney World for me. Number 3, I've got Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
Okay.
Yeah, tough to argue unless you were going to put him higher, you know?
Yeah, I think the top 3 here is just the unanimous top 3. It's just a matter of what order you put them in.
Yeah.
Number 2, I put LeBron, but I really did think about putting LeBron 1. I'm just kind of buying the hype. I'm buying into LeBron just doing nothing over these last 3 months except just like working out at exactly the right level so he can be peaking over the next 3 months. I'm absolutely buying that.
Yeah,
I don't know about you guys.
He poured his 1%er resources into staying good at basketball. I'm with you there.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, it's tough to until the king is knocked off. You can't fade the king.
That's how I feel. I mean, this is not a surprising pick from the homer here, from the LeBron guy. But I just think like the last time we saw LeBron in the playoffs was Game 1 of the finals against Golden State, which is the best I've, with my own 2 eyes live, ever seen any athlete perform. So to me, like, 7 games, we need to win this. It has yet to be shown that he's not the guy, but I am biased.
But so hold on, are you from LeBron?
Yeah.
Can you
I grew up
LeBron
in Akron.
Homer?
Yeah, I grew up in Akron.
But not even Akron. Just you're from LeBron.
I'm from the land of LeBron.
No, you're from Northeast Ohio. You're from Northeast Ohio.
Just a kid
not
from
even Akron.
Yeah.
All right, we got Noah back. I see Brady. Here's Brady as well. Oh.
No, can we hear you?
He just dropped off.
Oh.
Did we
lose? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we got Noah back.
So it was 100. It's 112 degrees.
Yeah, my phone keeps shutting off because it's 112 degrees here. So
you should maybe go. Yeah, get into some shade, drink some water, take care of yourself.
Well, number 1, I got Giannis, best player in the league in my opinion.
Yeah,
the guy who's probably going to win MVP and Defensive Player of the Year this year. And so I've got him number 1.
My only counter to that is that Jokic is number 1. But I don't
respect it.
Yeah.
If I'm a defense, I don't think I can stop Giannis, but I think I know how I'm going to try.
Right.
Yeah, you're going to build that wall, baby.
I don't know how I would try to stop LeBron Anthony Davis. I don't know. Maybe that's a dumb distinguisher, but to me, that's kind of what it comes down to.
That is a good point.
Chris Middleton has not touched a basketball, as we learned. So
yeah.
So maybe there's undue stress put on poor Giannis.
Yeah, maybe. Do you guys want to hear my honorable mentions here?
Please.
Yeah,
yes,
please.
Of course.
Okay. No particular order. Pascal Siakam, Jimmy Butler, Ben Simmons, Zion Williamson, Chris Paul, Chris Middleton, Kyle Lowry, Devin Booker.
Damian Lillard?
And Damian Lillard.
Oh.
Late entry.
And Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
Those are good ones. Pascal, Dame, Jimmy to me are just missed the cut, you know?
Yeah, I thought about putting Lillard top 10. He was probably my next up, him or Jimmy Butler.
Not Pascal. Yeah, Lillard or Jimmy. I think that's probably... I like your picks, man. I mean, I think your top 10's probably right. I'm sure people disagree on order, but those are the names I'm watching.
Yeah.
Pretty solid.
No, you agree with Giannis number one, or who's your number one guy for the restart here?
I think, yeah, I'd have to go with Giannis. I do agree with Brendan that LeBron is probably the more unstoppable guy. He's probably, one-on-one, he's still probably the best player, I think. But I do think that Giannis and the team he has around him is going to elevate him more to number one. They play so strongly to his strengths, and he just drives and kicks, and their offense is pretty unstoppable, and their defense is amazing. So I'd have to agree. They're definitely one of the top teams, and he's probably the top player.
Mm-hmm. They definitely were in the regular season. Yeah, for sure. All right, well, that's all I got for today. You guys got anything else? Vote.
Yeah, I
vote.
do.
What do you got?
I got where I was when the show started. I was meeting my little puppy. She comes home on the 31st. I'm very excited. Very excited.
Nice.
I know no one else cares about it. Your dog, like it's like a fantasy lineup. No one else gives a shit, but I'm very excited.
Do you have a name picked out, or what's
Maisie.
the breed?
Maisie.
Well,
May
hold on. What? Let us vote on it. Noah, do you have any,
It's not up to me.
do you have any name suggestions for vote for his new dog that formerly known as Maisie?
Formerly known as Maisie. If you got 14 more, you can get a Jokic pack going.
Oh,
wow!
But,
wow, that was well played.
I'm not sure on an individual name, but if you wanted a pack of dogs, that's what you'd have to call the pack.
Yeah,
of dogs.
That is true. You're right about that.
What about Nicola? Did you consider that?
I did think about Big Tom. If I got a big enough. Yeah, I thought about it, but we're getting
what about a little
Nicola
dog named
for short?
Big Honey?
Oh, that's a great idea. That's I'm getting a fat little pug dog next, and that thing is named Big Honey for sure.
Just get a teacup, call it Big Honey.
Exactly.
Little Chihuahua.
Big Honey, baby, so sweet.
All right, sounds good. Well, I think that's all we got for today. Great week of shows. A lot of good bubble talk today.
So much good bubble talk today.
Thanks to Noah for coming on.
Noah, our man.
Darwin for coming on.
I'm glad I could join for 30 seconds at a time.
We love it.
That's the way we do it around here, brother. Yeah. You're fitting right in. You're
Try
fine.
not to melt and die.
Drink some water.
You got to get some water for sure.
Yeah. Of course, thanks to Nemanja dropping by for the first time.
Shout out
hopefully it's not the last, but get to see him as
Darwin,
well.
our man.
Darwin Duck.
A real all-star performance by the cast and crew, the surrounding DNBA ecosystem.
Family?
Yeah, the family.
We have a word for it, actually.
Super producer.
Sure.
All right, well, Kale, if we can get that outro, or Eric, if we get that outro
Please,
music
Kale.
going,
Please.
we will talk to you guys next week.
Peace.